Everybody's here. Licensing Committee for June 25th. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Counsel Field?
Present.
Present. Counsel Hogan? Absent. Counsel Net?
Present.
Present. Counsel Allensug? Absent. Counsellor Mejimadre?
Present.
Yep. We'll have Councilor Chakutis fill in for Councilor Hogan, who's away with family.
Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Councilor Allensug is downstairs with the Pride event.
All righty.
All right.
Okay, first order. We have a new livery company, Sky Limit Limo and Coach Service, LLC, owner Norman Poggio, 45 Walsh Street, Peabody.
All right. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve?
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Yeah. With the livery company, correct? Yep. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye, opposed. That license is granted for Sky Limit Limo and Coach Service. It'll be ready Thursday after 8:30 in the clerk's office. Thank you.
Okay, we have new livery operators, Norman Poggio at 45 Walsh Street, Peabody. The owner of the business.
Is Norman here with you? No?
Is he here? No.
Not seeing him?
The table.
We have a motion to table his license for be the operator of that business. Operator for that business. Any second on the table?
Second.
Second, non-debatable. All in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? His license is tabled.
Okay, next we have Dinerca Porteriel, 6 Bresnahan Court, Beverly.
Okay. This is you. Are you with Sky Limit Limo too, or no? You raised your hand for that one. No? Okay. We'll go back. We'll revisit Sky Limit Limo. Ms. Porteriel is here. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted. So you're not a member of Sky Limit Limo and Coach Service, are you? No? Okay. So
Okay, and final livery is Dana Williams, 26 Rosedale Street in Dorchester.
Mr. Williams, are you present? Ms. Williams, I shouldn't assume.
Not here.
Dana Williams, not here. What's the wish of the committee?
Not here. Make motion to table.
We have a motion to table.
Second.
Second, non-debatable. All in favor to table?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license is tabled. Can we, Madam Clerk, if we can revisit livery company new?
Sky Limit Limo and Coach Service, LLC, owner Norman Poggio, 45 Walsh
Is
Street.
anybody here with Sky Limit Limo? Mr. Poggio is not here. Sky Limit Limo was misidentified. Can we re-vote on that, Attorney Lamanna?
Motion to reconsider.
Motion to, okay. Can we entertain a motion to reconsider?
Motion to
You have
reconsider.
a motion to reconsider?
Second.
Second, all in favor to reconsider? Aye. Opposed, we will reconsider that vote. So on the livery company for Sky Limit Limo and Coach Service, LLC, owner Norman Poggio, 45 Walsh Ave, Peabody, is not present. What is the wish of the committee on that license?
Motion to table?
We have a motion to table.
Second.
We have a second, non-debatable. All in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? That license is tabled. Thank you.
Okay, we have a taxi license that was tabled from 5/28/24, Pedro Patricio, 11 Olney Place.
Mr. Patricio, are you here? Pedro Patricio? We tabled it at the last May meeting. What is the wish of the committee now?
Motion to deny.
We have a motion to deny.
Second.
Second, any discussion on the denial of that license? None, all in favor to deny? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license has been denied.
And we have a mobile food truck that was tabled from 6/11. It's Typico Express, 3 Oak Street, Peabody, and this is for events only.
Anybody here representing Typico Express? Anyone here representing Typico Express? Okay, we tabled it at the last meeting. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to deny.
We have a motion to deny.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Discussion, I did hear from the owner the day after. He said he was not feeling well, told me he needed to be at the next meeting, so I support denying this. Okay?
Okay.
All in favor to deny?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license for events only has been denied.
Okay, we have a new flammable license at 517 Linway for Mel's Tires.
Anybody here from Mel's Tires? Anybody here from Mel's Tires? Seeing no one, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion to table.
We have a motion to table.
Second.
Second, non-debatable, all in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? That license is also tabled.
We have a new flammable license at 38 Oakville Street, P&B Welding Fabrication. P&B, yep. He's here.
Is this 42, or is this different than
Nope,
42?
this is different. This is
This
38
is different.
Oakville.
Okay, 38 Oakville. P&B, you here? Right here. Excellent, thank you. Yeah. Councilor Walsh? Yeah?
Thank you. I know Councilor Hogan's not here. He's met with the proponent here. I've got to know him. He's been a great neighborhood guy over in that neighborhood.
Excellent.
And well-respected. So I just want to put a word in for him, and that, Councilor Hogan was the support of this also.
Thank you, Mr. President. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Seeing none, thank you, Council President Walsh. On behalf of Councilor Hogan, all in favor to approve? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you. Extended licenses, extended hours?
Yep, we
Take
now
them
have extended
individually.
hour renewals. We'll begin with 9 Austin Square, 7-Eleven, currently at 6 to 11 p.m. They're requesting 24 hours.
Anyone here representing Austin Square 7-Eleven?
Mr. Islam, MD Islam?
Is anyone representing Austin Square 7-Eleven?
Oh, there he is.
Okay. Can you state your name and your position with the,
franchisee at 7-Eleven.
okay. Are you the owner, or are you,
Yes.
okay, thank you. I have a letter here from the council president. Would you like us to read it? Yeah, yeah, sure. Yep, Council President Walsh.
Thanks again. I've heard from a bunch of people in the neighborhood here, particularly with this increase in the hours. Currently, I believe they're 11 o'clock at night, maybe right now.
Yeah, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, and in this particular neighborhood, there's been some issues with the store after hours. They've stayed open later at times. I think at one point it was actually a White Hen. They might have stayed open till midnight. I would just make a recommendation to deny. There's no reason for the store to be open those amount of hours in that neighborhood. It just doesn't make sense, and we've had complaints and issues. I have a letter that I sent you, so I would encourage a denial.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll enter the council president's letter into the record. Attorney Lamanna, are we voting on the denial of requesting 24 hours, or are we approving the 6 to 11?
He's asking to be able to open after midnight, so it would be a denial for extended hours.
Okay. Do we have a motion to deny the extended hours?
Make a motion to deny
We have
extended
a
hours.
motion to deny.
Second.
We have second. Any further discussion? This is for the Austin Square 7-Eleven. I know there's another one coming up. All in favor to deny? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license will stay as 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. That has been denied for extended hours. Thank you.
Okay, the next is 60 Boston Street, McDonald's, drive-through, 24 hours.
Anybody here from Boston Street McDonald's? Anyone here from Boston Street McDonald's?
Mr. Kosla? Vipin Kosla?
Okay. Wish of the committee.
Make a motion to table.
We have a motion to table. We have a second on the table.
Second.
Second, no, non-debatable, all in favor to table? Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
The license for McDonald's on Boston Street is tabled.
Okay. 65 Boston Street, CVS Pharmacy, 24 hours.
Okay. Want to state your name and your position with CVS, please?
Anthony Fort, store manager.
Store manager, thank you, Anthony. Thanks for being here. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to
We
approve.
have a motion to approve. We have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? No? Anthony, I know there's been some burglaries in the area. With that 24-hour stipulation, there are stipulations on it, just make sure that the property's fully equipped with cameras in that area? Yeah?
Will do, yeah.
Okay, do you have cameras that work on that building,
Yes,
inside and outside?
yes.
Okay, and those with those stipulations. All in favor to approve? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have 80 Boston Street, Dunkin' Donuts for 24 hours.
Attorney Vitale?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
I'm here on behalf of John Mello, the operator and owner of that location at 80 Boston Street. We have no problem with the stipulations, and some members of the council may remember when there was a problem, John was one of the leaders among those folks on Boston Street about keeping it clean and neat.
Yep.
And I've
I don't-
spoken with Councilor Chakutis, who
and
had no problems.
If I'm not mistaken, they're not open the full 24 hours, but sometimes during snow emergencies, they
Right.
choose to be. That's why
Right. For the snowplow drives, right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Attorney Vitale. Any questions for the attorney? No. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted.
Okay, next we have 108 Boston Street, Burger King. Their hours right now is Sunday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m., Friday and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 3 a.m., and they are now requesting 24 hours on the drive-through.
Right.
Is that something new?
Yes.
Okay. Please state your name and your position with
Yep.
Burger King.
My name is Ron Dimmick. I'm the area manager for the store.
Okay. Councilor Vice President Chakutis, do you want to?
I really don't have, to be honest, I don't have any issues down there with Burger King. The property is clean. I've worked with the manager down there. They're very considerate. Anytime we have an issue, they're right on top of it, so.
Yeah. And we just installed new cameras.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question.
Oh, yeah.
You're following the city ordinance where there's cameras?
I think we have like 20 cameras now.
Okay,
So
aiming outside during...
a lot outside. 'cause
What
we wanna
time does
make
the
sure.
inside part of the restaurant close?
I'm sorry?
What time does the dining room close?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, okay. And so from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., it's...
Just drive-through.
Drive-through,
Drive-through and delivery.
As far as the barrels that are outside, are those going to be maintained from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. You
make
don't have
sure.
anything with your insurance that says that the employees can't be outside
No.
during that time? Okay.
No. We'll
All
make
right.
sure they're maintained.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We have a motion to...
Motion to
We
approve.
have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any further discussion or questions that you may have? None, all in favor to approve?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very much.
That license is approved for 24 hours.
Okay, next we have 16 Boston Street, Wendy's, drive-through 4 a.m., 6:30 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Wendy's, yep, please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Wendy's, please.
Hi, Natalie Perez, assistant manager.
Assistant manager, thank you. Any questions for the assistant manager? What time does your dining room close?
10,
10 p.m.?
yes.
And from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m., do you have any...
Drive-through. We just have drive-through.
You have just drive-through, right? You have people maintaining the barrels outside during that period?
Yes.
There's nothing in, no stipulations in your insurance stating that employees cannot be outside? Okay. Any questions at all for the assistant manager? No? What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to
We have a
approve.
motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted with the same stipulations.
Okay, next we have 122 Boston Street, Noria Gas Station and Kiosk, open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Please state your name and your position with Nori or on Boston Street, please.
Judy Rodriguez, manager.
Manager, thank you. Any questions for the manager? Yeah. Okay. You have someone that maintains the outside of the property, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. We have a second. Any discussion or questions? None? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted with those same stipulations. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay, next we have 124 Boston Street, Taco Bell, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Anybody here representing Taco Bell? Please come to the podium, state your position. Thank you.
My name's Alberto Valos. I'm the assistant manager.
Assistant manager for Taco Bell on Boston Street. Any questions for the assistant manager? You're open till 1 a.m.? The dining room is at,
Our store hours is from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. Dining room, 6 a.m. till 1 a.m. drive-through.
okay. Is this a typo? I see 7 a.m.
It may have been 7
Okay.
a.m., so we'll change it to 6 a.m.
Councilor Chakutis, I believe.
Motion to approve?
This is your ward. Do you want to change it to 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. if he's stating it's 6 a.m.?
What time do you open now?
At 6 a.m. It was recently changed.
I did, okay.
It was recently changed before approval? Is that what you're saying? Okay, we're going to stick with it. I'm going to make a motion from the floor for 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. And if they want approval for 6 a.m., they need to come back for a licensing meeting.
I got you.
Thank you. Please reach
Can I
out to
just
the
ask
council
one
vice
question,
president.
though? At 6 a.m., are you actually serving breakfast, or are you guys in there prepping?
Just breakfast.
Just breakfast?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, we'll stick to the 7, and then from there, you can come back
Oh, okay.
and try for the 6 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Council president, vice president,
Motion to approve.
motion to approve 7 a.m. or 6 a.m.?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. to 1, is that? I'm sorry.
7 to 10 in the dining room and 10 to 1 in the drive-through.
Thank you. And somebody's maintaining the barrels from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m.?
Yes.
Outside, there's no stipulations in your insurance, the employees can't be outside, correct?
Correct.
Okay. If you do want an extended license and to start opening at 6 a.m., okay, make sure it's not open at 6 a.m. until you have approval from the licensing committee, please.
Okay.
Okay. We have a motion to approve for 7 a.m.
A second.
Second, any discussion or further questions for the assistant manager? None, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted for 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., 10 p.m. in the dining room, and from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the drive-through extended. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 60 Boston Street, McDonald's, drive-through, 24 hours.
We have a motion to reconsider on the McDonald's.
Yeah, motion to reconsider.
Motion to reconsider.
Second.
Second, all in favor to reconsider? Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, the license for McDonald's. State your name and your position with McDonald's on Boston Street, please.
My name is Bipin Khosla. I'm Director of Operation and a part owner for business.
Thank you. Any questions for the owner?
No.
Okay. It's drive-through is 24 hours. The barrels that are out, what time is the dining room open?
10 o'clock.
Till 10 o'clock?
Yes.
And then when is it open in the morning?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.? Okay. From 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., the barrels are maintained outside, is that correct?
Yes.
So if they start to fill up, they're
Yeah.
being emptied?
Yes, we send somebody there like around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Okay. And I know the property manager has a cleaning company that comes around during the day?
Yes, they do. Yes.
I just want to make sure the barrels are maintained, and there's no stipulations in your insurance binder that says that you cannot have employees outside from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., is that correct?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's correct. And we've been doing that.
All right, thank you. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to
We
approve.
have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor? Aye, opposed? That license is granted. Thank you for being here.
Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry.
We got-
124 Broad Street, George's Roast Beef, Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m., and then Sunday, 12 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Okay. Come forward, state your name and your position with the Georges.
Sumit Saini, secretary in the corporation and a manager over there. We just taking over George's Roast Beef. We already own Arthur's famous roast beef in Lynn.
Thank you. Any questions for the owner? Council Meji Madri, I believe that's Ward 4?
Yep.
Where George's is that right?
Yes. No, I don't have any questions for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. The dining room's open till 2. It's not a drive-through, so it is a dining room.
Yes.
Okay. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? That license is granted. Thank you for being here.
Okay, next we have 668 Chestnut Street, Cumberland Farms, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Cumberland Farms.
Laurie Bray, Assistant Manager.
Assistant Manager, does anybody have any questions for the Assistant Manager? I have a quick question. Laurie, you're open 24 hours.
Correct.
Is that the inside or just like a drive, like
The whole
slot?
store.
The whole store? Okay.
Yes.
All right, and we haven't had any reach out from any police or anything. I believe that's Ward 1.
Yeah.
Any concerns?
I just have a couple concerns. So what are your current hours right now?
They're 24.
Well, the overnight shift is 10 p to 4:30 a. And then somebody comes in at 4:30 and works. And then we have our first, second, and like I said, the overnight shift is
So currently you're operating at 24 hours?
correct.
Okay.
That's what the current license is approved for. Okay. All right, seeing any other questions? And what's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
A second.
Second. Any discussion or further questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye, opposed? That license is
Thank you.
granted. Thank you.
Okay, we have 120-122 Liberty Street for Speedway, 24/7.
Please state your name and your position with Speedway.
Heather Roy, area leader.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Speedway? None, Council Vice President, that's your ward?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just, I've noticed, been down there a lot, the property is really, it just needs some more cleaning around it during the day or at night. And I know it's not your fault people are littering, but going down there the other day, there was a lot of litter around the property.
I'm not sure if it's your responsibility to maintain the lot, like the Council Vice President said, but if it's not, please pass those concerns that we share on to those that do make the decisions to maintain the outside of the lot in that area. Any other questions? What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any further discussion or questions? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted.
Okay, next we have 3 Linfield Street, 7-Eleven. Currently, the hours are 5 a.m. to 12 p.m., and they're requesting 24 hours.
It's a new request for 24 hours. Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with 7-Eleven on Linfield Street.
Hey, my name is Mazhar Nizami, and I'm the franchisee, 3 Linfield Street.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
I just,
Councilor Meany?
I just wanted to say, after consulting with the police department and the neighborhood, I'm going to recommend that we deny this request for 7-Eleven to extend 24 hours, please.
Thank you, Councilor Meany. It's Councilor Meany's ward. I think to just piggyback on what Councilor Meany says, I've had people reach out to me, similar to how Council President Walsh has had with the neighbors. I don't think 24 hours is something that I would be in favor of. I think it's been working well for the neighborhood from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. I know that says p.m., but that's just a typo, I believe, on the record, correct?
Yes.
So do we have a motion?
Motion
as far
to deny.
We have a motion to deny the request for 24 hours.
Second.
Second on the deny. Any discussion or further questions? All in favor to deny the request for 24 hours?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Hours will stay the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we have 377 Linway, Wendy's, 7:30 a.m. to 1 a.m., and fast food drive-through service.
Thank you. Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Wendy's.
Natalie Perez, GM.
GM. Does anybody have any questions for Linway, Wendy's manager? I do. So again, dining room closes at 10 or 11?
Dining room, 10.
10? And from 10 to 1, you have somebody that maintains the barrels outside?
Yep.
There are no stipulations in your insurance binder that says employees cannot be outside during that time, correct?
No. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion or further questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have 525 Linway, Gulf Gas Station, open 24/7.
Anybody here from Gulf on the Linway? Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Gulf.
Abdul Hanan, franchisee at Gulf.
Franchisee at Gulf. Any questions for the franchisee owner? None. Council Hogan didn't reach out to myself or anyone with any concerns. What is the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, discussion. As far as inside, is anybody coming in and out
Not after 1 a.m. We take it from outside.
from outside? Thank you.
Yep.
And are you maintaining the area outside?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Of course.
Thank you. Any further discussion or questions? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license is granted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And next we have 535 Linway.
For those that are in attendance, the license will be ready Thursday after 8:30 in the clerk's office. I apologize for not mentioning that ahead of time. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Is it going to get mailed or we have to come?
It'll be here, right?
Pick it up.
It'll be here Thursday after 8:30 in the clerk's office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We are at 535 Linway, Noria Gas, 24/7.
Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Noria on the Linway.
Judy Rodriguez, manager.
Manager, any questions for the manager on Noria on the Linway? Councilor Hogan did not reach out with any concerns. You have somebody that maintains the outside of the property?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve?
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, that license is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, next we have 567 Linway, McDonald's, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. for the dining room, drive-through 24/7.
Okay, please state your name and your position with McDonald's on the Linway.
Sure, it's Beth Robbins, and I'm the office manager.
Office manager, thank you,
We're
Beth.
actually open 6 to 10 in the dining room.
6 to 10, okay, so a decrease in the hours in the dining room, which,
No, I think she said 5 a.m.
it does say 5, but
Okay,
yeah.
it's 6.
6 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions for the office manager? So from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., is somebody maintaining the barrels
Yeah, there's
outside?
no stipulation.
There's no stipulations from your insurance company saying you can't be outside? Okay. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to
We
approve?
have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed. That license is granted again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have 16 Market Square, Guatemala Restaurant. It's open 6 a.m. to 2 a.m., 7 days a week.
Anybody here from Guatemala Restaurant? Is anybody here from Guatemala Restaurant? Seeing nobody here to answer questions, what's the wish of the committee?
Table.
We have a motion to table.
Second?
Second, non-debatable. All in favor to table? Aye, opposed. That license for Guatemala Restaurant has been tabled. Thank you.
Okay, we have 707 Western Ave, Domino's Pizza, 10 a.m. to 3 a.m., 7 days a week.
Anybody? Attorney Vitale?
Chairman, the dining room closes at midnight. We just do online and telephone orders from midnight to 3 a.m.
Thank you, Attorney Vitale. Any questions for the attorney? None?
Motion to approve?
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor to approve? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that license is granted. Thank you, attorney.
Okay, we have 969 Western Ave, AL Prime Energy, 24/7.
Please state your name and your position with AL Prime Energy on Western Ave.
Sure. Noor, I'm an area manager.
Area manager. Any questions for the area manager? None. What's the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second?
Second. You're maintaining outside. I know I've gone to AL Prime before, and I know it's always been well kept.
Always, yeah.
Always.
Thanks.
We'll make sure that continues. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license is granted.
Okay, thanks.
And the last one is 341 Union Street, Domino's Pizza, 10
Attorney.
a.m. to 3 a.m., 7 days a week.
Thank you. Attorney Vitale?
The same hours of operation. Midnight, they close the dining room. From midnight to 3 a.m., they take online and telephone orders only.
Thank you, Attorney Vitale. Any questions for the attorney? Union Street, any questions? Councilor Mejji, none?
No.
Okay. Any motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second. Any discussion or questions? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your patience on those. Madam Clerk, we have
We
signed
have
license renewals.
renewals.
Yep. Take the,
We have one
we have one that I want to
one
pull out.
renewal for flammable license.
Yeah, so one I want to pull out for a flammable on 42 Oak Street,
Oakville.
Oakville Street. Thank you for that. 42 Oakville Street. Is somebody here from Mass Electrical Apparatus Service? You're here? Can you state your name and your position?
My name is Keith, and Operations Manager.
Operations Manager, okay. I have a letter from the Lynn Fire Department. I know they've been working with you on some improvements and requirements, correct?
Yes.
Some of those have been not so,
Well, my office manager dragged his feet and didn't file the paperwork on time.
Yep.
So we got this letter. We followed it to the letter. Everything's in place. The owner talked to the lieutenant today. He gave us 6 months to put the sprinkler system in.
Yep.
He's coming to inspect tomorrow, make sure everything's up, and then we can open up and play again.
All right, so I'd like to see you back here in 6 months then. So we have I'll make a motion from the chair to approve the license and revisit it in 6 months.
So we're not getting the license?
You're going to get the license.
Okay.
And then we'll see you back here in 6 months. If the vote
Oh,
goes
okay,
through.
okay, I get it,
You'll
yeah.
get the license. It'll be for 6 months. I'll follow up with Mr. Gonzalez from the fire department, who I spoke with earlier today, and then we'll revisit the license to make sure that those people that are dragging their feet
Okay, yeah.
are not dragging their feet any longer.
All right, thank you.
Okay, all right. I made the motion from the chair. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. Attorney Lamanna, any further discussion or questions? None. All in favor to approve with the stipulation for 6 months?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license is granted for 6 months.
Thank you.
We'll take the rest as a whole, please. All the other renewals we'll take as a whole. What's the wish of the committee?
Take as a whole.
Take as a
Motion to
whole.
approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second. Any discussion or questions? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Those are all granted as well. We have a couple of canning dates.
Okay. We have Lynn Classical Cheer Team, adults only, August 2nd, 2024. Lynn Classical Boys Basketball, adults only, July 26th, 2024.
What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve those
Second.
dates. We have a second. Any discussion on those dates? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Those dates are granted for canning. Good luck. Be safe. Any other business, Madam Clerk?
Not
Any new
for me.
business? None. What's the wish of committee?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Adjourn.
We second. Anybody?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? None. All in favor to adjourn? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Long
She's here?
Can you send it to your work email? Yeah.
Time, guys.
That's a good idea. We'll have the citations first.
Let's wait for them to settle down. We'll wait for the mayor.
Is the mayor here?
Yeah, Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lynn City Council. Take your seat. We'll start our ceremony in 30 seconds. Okay, the mayor's here. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This past few weekends, Lynn's under 12 and under 14 girls soccer teams were crowned Essex County Youth Soccer Association champion. Together with Councilor Natasha Medjimedri and our fellow city councilors, and with the mayor, it is our great honor to recognize these fine athletes and their coaches. Just a side note, it is a fact that these girls and their sport is not widely covered or talked about in Lynn. They are always under the radar of some sort, or only a few know about this. But to tell you quite frankly, their double victories brought honor to our city. Their contributions put Lynn on the map of the world of soccer. Though few people know about them, tonight we will make sure this will not happen anymore. And we're all here to say thank you and congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. I would like to call the mayor of the city of Lynn, Jared Nicholson.
Thank you, Councilor Alan Sugg. On behalf of the City of Lynn, it is my honor to congratulate Lynn U12, U14 Girls Soccer. We are fortunate to have such a strong program here in the City of Lynn, and that doesn't happen without the commitment and dedication of all our volunteers. So a round of applause for all our coaches and volunteers. The parents and families who support our student athletes for all that you do. Congratulations, parents. And most of all, congratulations to all the athletes. We are so proud of you. I know that the work that you do for Lynn Youth Soccer is going to be with you for the rest of your life. The lessons that you learn about teamwork, about competition, about yourselves and one another. We're proud to see that unfolding on the fields of our city, and we're grateful for your commitment to yourself because it makes our city a better place. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to request all the coaches of both teams to come up here. Let's give them a round of applause. Come here. Yeah, don't be shy.
All the way up.
This is your home. All right, as I call your name, please come up here, get your citations both from the City Council and the Mayor, and we'll have a group photo and we will let you go. All right? Sounds good? Mm-hmm. All right, good. The first one is on U12, Juliet Chevalier Jonathan.
We're on vacation.
Ah, okay. Elizabeth Claudino. Wow. Ali Compton. Angelise De Leon. Catherine Friedman. Aw. Kayla Gonzalez. Lucy Labe. Marin Miller. Madison Shacklewood. Isabel Tully. Camila Velasquez. Laura Weber. Stay here. You have to come back here, stay here so you can have a group photo later. Thank you. Lindsay Woodbury. And the coaches, Stacy Woodbury and Karen Miller. Let's give them a round of applause, everyone. Wow. The next one would be the U14 girls, another champion, another Lynn champion. Lexiana Batson. Isabel Candelario. Mia Duncan.
Ireland.
Charlene Dovert. Dasha Gomez. Heidi Gomez. Camila Martinez. Kaylee Johnson. Zulia Lopez. Devin Moniez. Yenelis Reyes. Maria Isabel Romero Nolasco. Madeline Son, her son. And our coaches, Steve Johnson, Sierra Johnson, and Saram Son. I would like to request all the Lynn City Councilors to join us for a group photo. Let's give them a round of applause. And parents, don't be shy to take photos. You can come forward.
Maybe not.
Some of you can join us here. Come on, don't be shy. After the photo, come on, move forward. You'll start.
Yeah, that's good.
Parents, got everybody in the picture?
Not yet. We just have to, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why can't I be in the picture?
I hope so. And then we'll get it up to her. Excuse me, can we just get it behind you? Thank you. Sorry.
Everybody freeze.
All right. Yeah, champions, you shall be yelling.
Good.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Let's Coach Steve. Let's give Steve a round of applause. Yeah, and then you can.
All right, so of course I didn't plan this. Good afternoon, council members, Honorable Mayor. Just want to say on behalf of Lynn Youth Soccer, thank you very much for this recognition. LYS, it's truly depends on volunteers. It takes a village, as I say, to make this grow. Our teams did have, it was quite a battle going into the finals. We do feel proud, and it's very thankful to be represented and recognized for what we've been able to accomplish, given what we have to work with. We do need additional help, volunteers in particular, as well as I'll take my moment now to say we need additional funding as well too. But notwithstanding that, I just want to say thank you. We do have a small token for the mayor in recognition of what we've accomplished and to thank you for this particular moment. Ladies, so just want to represent, this is a token sheet of what the teams have won throughout the season as well as championship. It has your name as well as the number of currently the number 59 for the Lynn Mayor of the city. So.
Coach, join them in.
Yes.
You do the other side.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Pretty cool. I like the colors.
All right, we also want to recognize and honor another Lynn resident this evening. Excuse me. Mathieu Severance is here with us this evening. For those of you who may not know Mathieu, Mathieu has had a very storied football career here in the city when he was a standout player at Lynn English High School during his high school career. And I first got to know him and his great parents, Michael and Christine, his sister Ariana, when Mathieu was actually a student government, was a counselor at large for me, pinch hitting during student government day, taking my place for the day. And he did such an outstanding job during student government. And this is a young man who epitomizes, I think, everything we want for our future to be in the city of Lynn. He went on from English high school and went to Bentley University, where he's a graduate in business. And he continued to take his talents on the field playing for that football team as well, and made it through the pandemic and persevered through 2020. And most recently, this spring, was actually invited to be a participant in the NFL Kansas City Chiefs minicamp, which is the pros. And for a student of his caliber and a scholar athlete to make it out to Kansas City and participate with Coach Andy Reid and defensive coach Steven Spagnuolo, and learn during that 3-day minicamp what it meant to be a pro player and the hopes of signing on and becoming a professional athlete from our city. He was rewarded with the news that he was going to be signed with the Alouettes in Montreal, which is the CFL, the Canadian Football League, and had a signed contract. What makes Mathieu stand out is his decision to seek a higher ground than professional football. He is choosing to instead be a part of a Christian ministry through Bentley and Boston College. And although he's putting his football career on pause right now, he wants to lift up the spirits of not only our city, but our youth, and put his talents to work in, I think, the most noble of professions, our ministry. So that, in a snapshot, encapsulates this young man and where he is heading. And when we heard about his accomplishments, we had to honor him before he embarks on this career in ministry. So without further ado, I'd like to also call up the mayor, Jared Nicholson, as well, before we present citations respectfully to Mr. Severance. So, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Lapierre. On behalf of the City of Lynn, I just want to congratulate you for the excellence that you have achieved on the field. We are proud of you from your days playing here. We're proud of what you have achieved on the field going forward, reaching the highest levels of that sport, and even more proud for your decision to serve the community, the young people, and your faith. And your example is one that we are proud to hold, given the work and the commitment, and ultimately the decision to commit to that higher calling. We appreciate all that you've done for the city and the role model that you are. And on behalf of the City of Lynn, we extend our deepest congratulations. Come on up, and I have an official citation of the mayor's office. Be it known that Mayor Jared C. Nicholson hereby extends his most sincere congratulations and great appreciation to Mathieu Severance in recognition of your outstanding academic and athletic achievements representing Lynn at the collegiate, national, and international level. And be it further known that the entire City of Lynn extends its best wishes for continued success, great joy, and happiness. Congratulations. Thank you.
And also to Mathieu, on behalf of the City of Lynn and the Lynn City Council, in recognition of your tremendous athletic talents on the football field, but most importantly, your devotion to God, your commitment to continuing your educational pursuits, and your service as a role model for the youth of the City of Lynn. This Lynn City Council acknowledges your accomplishments, dedication to the community, and overall excellence, serves as an inspiration for all to follow. On behalf of our grateful and proud city, this bestowed upon you this official citation given on this day, June 25th, 2024. Congratulations. Pictures? Yeah, we'll get pictures. Want to invite the other parties? Councilors like to come up for a photo opportunity with Mr. Severance. Family can take some photos.
The one in the middle is the important one.
Hold on one more.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Second.
Second round.
So we're back.
There we go. Aye.
Aye. Madam Clerk, I call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel LaPierre?
Present.
Present Counsel Allensug?
Present.
Present Counsel Field?
Present.
Present Counsel Meji Madre?
Present.
Present.
Ms. Lopez, you have the floor.
Presentation.
Is she here?
You're up.
Yeah, you have the floor. You have to do a presentation.
There's a microphone right there. There's a microphone.
There's a microphone behind the laptop.
Yes.
Right behind you.
There you go.
I have to use my big teacher voice. Okay. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for your time. I'm here to talk about reading outcomes in Lynn. And as we see with the presentations, our students have a lot of potential, and I'm here to make sure that we extend that to everyone. While we wait for educational laws and mandates to embrace justice and equity, we must continue giving our young people what they need to thrive in this world. This is a quote by Goldie Muhammad. So how can we improve and empower parents to support teachers in improving educational outcomes in Lynn? So many districts across the United States are making the shift to what is being called the science of reading. The video is about 10 minutes long. I'm not going to play it, but I'm just going to quickly summarize it. It basically talks about how for the past 30, 40 years, we've been teaching students to read in one way, and that way it was called the meaning-based, where students were doing a lot of guessing and using picture support. However, that is a flawed method in teaching students how to read. The better way to teach them is to teach them the code, which is also known as rules-based reading or structured literacy. Lynn's population is very diverse, but unfortunately, we are not meeting the needs of our bilingual students nor our special education students. So these are the data from MCAS. So this information is found readily online on the DESE website. As you can see, this is from English High School. We had only 32 students and 7 students meet or exceed the expectations. Unfortunately, in 2024, that number got smaller. Same thing for Classical High School. In 2019, we had about 38 students who met or exceeded. And that number again is lower for 2024. If we look at the demographics, the city of Lynn is becoming more and more diverse, and unfortunately, crime is also going up. So in a nutshell, we had 124 students fail the MCAS in 2019. We had 139 students fail the MCAS in 2024. These are different articles, but in a nutshell, we're talking about the early connection with literacy and incarceration. Unfortunately, the city of Lynn has seen a lot of crime. Crime is on the rise. I was at Market Basket the last week, and I was shopping, and I heard so many different languages being spoken. Then the next day, we hear about another fatal shooting. I'm going to play just one quick video.
Home Depot hates when you do this, but they can't stop you. This new $80 high-performance pressure.
I interviewed my cousin who had been, one of my favorite cousins. I have a big family. One of my favorite cousins. He had been incarcerated for 23 years. 23 years. We have the same birthday. We played together. We chased little girls together and did all the things cousins do. But I went right, he went left, and he ended up incarcerated. And I interviewed him about a year ago. I said, Boo, I'm doing this thing about reading and everything. And he said, Cuz, did you know that the average incarcerated person has a little less than a 4th grade reading level? Did you know that? Now, I acted like I didn't know because I was ashamed at knowing something like that and not doing something about it. So I was quiet and I let him talk. He said, man, I have them in there and I'll be teaching people to read, or we playing chess or checkers and we talking about this. He said, cuz they can't read. They can't read. And you know, the reality is when you have a wait to fail model, when you don't screen early, when you chase it later, when you don't have a champion, the only thing a lot of people do is bury their head and act like they don't know. But part of what this rally is about today is everybody needs to know. We have a commitment to our children. We're going to prioritize them over politics and personality. And we're going to do what they need to have done on the front end instead of waiting for them to go to the federal penitentiary. Did you know? Yeah, we know. That's why we're here today. Thank you, Mason. Thank you, young man.
And that is what I'm here today to do, is to talk about dyslexia so that we can support our students. So what can we do? So these facts and figures can be very disheartening, but there's also a lot we can do. And I've been going to the school committee meetings, and there's a lot of pressure on teachers. There's a lot of pressure on the school committee. We don't have all the money that we need. However, if we, like the coach said during his presentation, it takes a village. So I just outlined some ideas for what we can do. So to create and share family-friendly information about dyslexia as early as possible, Massachusetts passed about 4 years ago some dyslexia guidelines, and I'm still shocked at how many people haven't heard of the word dyslexia. They don't know what's going on. And so to create family-friendly resources, because if you look at the website, it's all very technical language, a lot of jargon, and our families, a lot of them are new to this country. They just cannot access that information. So I started a Google site. Next is to partner with the libraries. So the libraries have a lot of potential. We can have a selection there for decodable books. For example, teachers can share what skill the student is working on. Families can go visit the library where they have the sections. For example, if they're working on short vowels, we'll have the books available for them. Also include the REAL program and the free little libraries. There's so much potential there. Making sure that the information that we're giving with parents, given to families, are also aligned with what the school is providing. I know that the middle schools are getting a new curriculum. We can spend time creating resources so that the families feel a nice connection between what is happening in school and how they can support their children at home. Also broadcast different videos. We can get together and create videos for families to actually learn how to teach their students in Spanish, in different languages. I know Lynn has a lot of different languages, so that families feel comfortable, so that they can transfer over those skills from their home language into English to find success, and even create programs to include more biliteracy. I know Lynn has a lot of biliteracy programs and the sale of biliteracy in Spanish, but we can extend that to reflect the multiple languages that are spoken here. Also include information about summer learning that could be publicized on where our community is. For example, the Torrente radio station, Lynn Public Television. There are so many resources that the Lynn has to offer, but families just don't know about it. So communicating a little bit more with them. And finally, to provide older students with interventions. Okay, so most of the crime that is being committed in our city is teens and young adults. The youth are feeling helpless, they're stuck, they have limited options. The world is very different from when I grew up, and even in 4 years after the COVID pandemic, things have been different. We need to respond to the needs of our children. Regardless of what their interests are, they need to be literate. They need to have basic literacy skills, which if we're using the MCAS data to gauge, they are not getting those. We can seek to build partnerships with North Shore Community College or Lynn Tech to create materials and resources for our students that are homegrown. All hands need to be on deck. we're going to end with a quote. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You do not have to have a college degree to serve. You do not have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You do not have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You do not need to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lopez. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very wonderful and that's very helpful. So, any new business?
Motion to adjourn?
Okay, all in favor?
Second. Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you. Okay.
Stay up here all night.
Right. Right. Good evening again. Welcome to the Ways and Means Committee meeting. Madam Clerk, I call the meeting to order. Please roll call.
Counselor Net?
Present.
Present. Counselor Hogan? Absent. Counselor Chakutis?
Present.
Present. Counselor Walsh? Present. Present. Counselor Field?
Present.
Present.
And could you please read transfers?
Okay. We have $3,360,000 from free cash to the Capital SAB Fund for the purchase of Market Street Eastern Bank. City Comptroller is hereby authorized to release $360,000 for the deposit to purchase the property without further vote of the Lynn City Council.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes.
Next.
$55,000 from reserve to the IT expense.
Which committee?
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $1,300 from the reserve to the council payroll.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $78,371.68 from ISD expense for ISD prior year bills.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Certified funds, please.
We have $33,780 to the school department for the FY24 FAFSA completion grant award.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $13,000 to the school department for the FY25 FC 509 Glean Summer Cohort J grant program.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $10,000 to the school department for the FY25 SC 644 21st CCLC Summer Grant Program.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
There's
That's
any emergency with this, Mr. Spencer?
Motion to-
All
motion
emergency.
for emergency.
Second.
A roll call, all emergency, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan, absent. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so any new business?
Motion adjourned.
Motion to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, meeting adjourned.
Okay, all right, okay. I'd like to call the council meeting to order for June 25th. Roll call.
Council Alanson?
Present.
Present Council Chakutis?
Present.
Present Council Field?
Present.
Present Council Hogan, absent. Council LaPierre?
Present.
Present Council Mathieu?
Present.
Present Council McLean?
Present.
Present Council Meany? Absent. Councilor Meji Madre?
Present.
Present Council Net?
Present.
Present Council Walsh?
Present. Just really quick, Councilor Hogan is on vacation, and Councilor Meany had a neighborhood meeting tonight for everybody. We ran a little late, so he had to go out for that meeting. So would all rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mr. President, I have a number of moments of silence, unfortunately. I'd like to start with the Honorable J. Warren Cassidy, the 48th Mayor, City of Lynn, passed away on June 12th. Keep in memory the King family, the Tavernese family, Connor family, the family of Bob Roach, and I think certainly during the citation presentation, there was a camera missing that for months and months and months, you know, to see Pat Jacoya here in the council chamber at really every event throughout the city. Pat, you know, gave his time, his talent, his treasure. And for somebody like that, there's certainly so many organizations that have been affected by him. I ask for a moment of silence for him.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And flag. Our flags are back.
Flags are back.
Right? So, with a flag, we got it down. Accept the minutes from June 11th. A motion to accept them?
Accept.
A motion to second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Accept the minutes. Communications.
We have following communications from the mayor. Dear councilors, I am hereby appointing the following members effective immediately. To the Citizens Advisory Board, Brenda Reed Womack, 24 George Street, as co-terminus. To the Election Commission, Arthur J. Richard, 1 Diane Circle. His term will expire November 30th, 2028. To the Park Commission, Jerry Cashman, 16 Arbor Street. His term will expire May 1st, 2025. Juan DeLeon, 14 Haviland Ave. His term will expire May 1st, 2028. Drew Russo, 25 Bellevue Ave, as a reappointment. His term will expire May 1st, 2026. Mary Gatlin, 24 Log Cabin Road, as a reappointment. Her term will expire May 1st, 2029. To the Zoning Board of Appeals, Brianna Maggio, 18 Hawthorne Street, as a regular member. Her term will expire on January 15th, 2026. Victor Olson, 10 Kings Beach Road, as a regular member. His term will expire on January 15th, 2027. Peter Christopher, 285 Western Ave, as an associate member. His term will expire January 15th, 2025. Edward Marcy, 62 Superior Street, as an associate member. His term will expire on January 15th, 2026. Catalise Paez, 20 Winthrop Street, as an associate member. Her term will expire on January 15th, 2027. And finally, I am also appointing Kiara Palomares, 32 Grant Road, to serve on the Lynn Housing Authority Neighborhood Development Commission. Her term will expire on May 25th, 2025. Sincerely, Mayor Jared C. Nicholson.
It's the wish of the council.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved. Second. Any discussion? Do the roll call?
Sure.
Roll call.
Council Alanson?
Yes.
Yes. Council Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Council Field?
Yes.
Yes. Council Hogan, absent. Council LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Council Mathieu?
Yes.
Yes. Council McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Council Meany? Absent. Councilor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Council Net?
Yes.
Yes. Council Walsh?
Yes. Public hearings.
We have the City of Lynn's FY25 Annual Action Plan.
Anyone wishing to speak in favor, come on up to the podium.
Good evening, Shirley Kelly, Community Development. The annual action plan identifies the federal entitlement fund allocations that come into the city and are administered through our office. There are 3 entitlement funds. The Community Development Block Grant Fund, which is $2,109,274,270 I'm going to start that over, $2,109,274. The Emergency Solutions Grant, which is $181,852. The Home Investment Partnership Fund, which is $784,054. The annual action plan identifies all of the projects that are going to be funded with these entitlement funds. I provided the council with a line item budget, which is about 3 pages long, so you can see each individual project. For the block grant, the activities will span across categories of public service, housing, economic development, community facility, administration, activity delivery. Then for the Emergency Solutions Grant, the activities will, this funding actually goes toward activities that assist individuals experiencing homelessness or at risk for experiencing homelessness. So the projects there are more geared towards street outreach, shelter operations, rental assistance, things of that nature. And then the Home Investment Partnership Fund is all housing-related activities. So if there's any questions on the projects, I'm happy to answer them. And then the housing activities are carried out by Elhand, and Peggy Phelps is here that she can, from Elhand, to assist with any detailed questions on those.
All right, if you have a seat for a second, we'll
Okay.
continue the public hearing. If there are any questions, we'll have you come back up. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Seeing on that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition? Anybody want to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. What's the wish of the council?
Motion to approve?
A motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion or questions? Okay. Roll call.
Counsel Armstrong?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Mathieu?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Meany absent. Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, carries. Public hearings to be set down.
We have the petition of Jefferson C. Hooper, 44 Summer Street in Nahat. He wants to operate a laundromat 7 days a week from 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 158 Lewis Street. Petition of National Grid for grant of locations at the following: 225 Essex Street to install a joint-owned pole, 554 Western Ave to install conduit, and 554 Western Ave to install a joint-owned pole.
It's the wish of the council.
Motion to set them down.
Motion to set them down. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Set them down. Committees, licensing, Councilor Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a unanimous vote by our licensing committee. I make a motion to approve.
Very long licensing committee, if I may say.
It
So we have a
was.
motion to approve. We have a second.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Education and Environmental Affairs, Councilor Net.
Yes, Mr. President, there was a presentation made by Ms. Lopez. No vote was made.
Okay, for no votes needed. Okay, great. Thank you. Ways and Means, Councilor Net again.
Yes, Mr. President. All voted unanimously voted by the committee and make a motion to approve, sir.
Would the clerk,
Second.
we have a second. Would clerk read the transfers and,
Yep. $3,360,000 from free cash to the Capital Stab Fund for the purchase of Market Street Eastern Bank. City Comptroller will hereby authorize to release $360,000 for the deposit to purchase the property without further vote of the Lynn City Council. $55,000 from reserve to IT expense. $1,300 from reserve to the council payroll. $78,371.68 from ISD expense for ISD prior year bills. Certified funds, $33,780 to the school department for the FY24 FAFSA completion grant award, $13,000 to the school department for the FY25 SC 509 Gleam Summer Cohort 1 grant program, and $10,000 to the school department for the FY25 FC 644 21st CCLC Summer Grant Program.
okay. It's the wish of your motion.
My
Do you
motion
have
to
a second?
Second?
Any discussion on it? Roll call.
Counsel Armstrong?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Mathieu?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel McLean? Absent. Counsel Meany? Absent. Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes.
Was there emergency on that, Councilor Net?
Yes, they were all emergency voted by the committee and make a motion to approve. Thank you.
Approve. Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Counsel Alanson?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan absent, Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Matul?
Yes.
Yes, Counsellor McLean absent, Counsel Meany absent, Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes. Motion carries. Any old business from the council? I've got some new business, if I could. I'm going to have John Tebow from the mayor's office come up. We're going to be instituting a new trash hauler after the 4th of July. I believe it's like July 7th, if I'm correct.
July 1st.
July 1st? Oh, okay. All right, even earlier than we thought.
Monday.
So, Monday. So we thought it'd be a good idea to just have them come up. Might be some questions maybe you have or things like that, or just want to beat them up a little bit, whatever you'd like. So, all right. You want to give us a quick overview, John?
Sure. Good evening, councilors. Thank you for having me here tonight. John Tebow, Mayor Nicholson's office. So as Council President mentioned, on Monday, July 1st, we're going to be starting services with Capital Waste. They will take over all the routes. We've been speaking with them over the past few months to make sure that they have everything they need. Every route has been mapped, including recycling and lawn and leaf, which is a little early, but they're ready to take that underway as well. They hired and trained new drivers, many of whom have come over from who will be our former vendor, so they're extremely familiar with the routes. There'll be no changes to the weekly trash and disposal schedule, so your constituents shouldn't see a change in service at all in terms of the day that their pickup occurs. There may be a slight change on that day, transitioning from morning to afternoon, but that'll be told as service starts. The trash and recycling barrels will remain the same, colors and all. The new barrels, which we've purchased a few thousand of, will have the city seal on them. But as people's barrels broken, get older, need to be replaced, that's how we'll work through that system, which DPW will take over. So all inquiries regarding barrels, such as replacing lost or broken barrels, can be directed to the Department of Public Works. For everybody's information, the number is 781-586-8015. And the process for curbside bulk waste pickup will remain the same as well. Residents will now call Capital Waste to schedule a pickup. That number is 1-855-533-3400. And it should be noted that the price for residents to have bulk waste pickup is actually now going to be $20. So there's some savings directly to our residents for that. Purple overflow bags still are available for purchase, and we encourage residents who are experiencing trash overflow to go ahead and purchase those bags. We're actively searching new vendors to help us out with that. So if there are any stores in your your wards that would like to find out about how to sell bags, please encourage them to call DPW. We could always expand that service. And again, as we continue this new vendor with Capital, we feel pretty good about it, but there will be some hiccups. We remind people to have patience and strongly encourage people to reach out to our office or the DPW, and would ask that you all do the same. We're happy to answer any questions that may come up. So thank you for having me.
Any questions from the council? Council Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Tebow. A couple of quick questions. Something came up the other day. I got a call from a constituent that they received a letter saying that they're no longer eligible for curbside services. Those calls being directed to the mayor's office or DPW if they've received a letter and we don't know how to answer it.
Yeah, it should be directed to the DPW, although if they make their way to our office, we're happy to assist as well. As we started going through the list of properties that were receiving services, there are a number that aren't eligible, and so they should have received a letter, work with the DPW to figure out and help them get onto a private vendor contract for that.
And next question, is there going to be a mailing of a calendar? That's some of the questions.
Yep, the calendar's been finalized and will be mailed out. The form has not changed. It'll look exactly the same as what you've seen in the past, 12-month look ahead, recycle dates, holidays, lawn and leaf pickup, Christmas tree pickup. It'll look exactly the same, all pertinent information that people need to know. That my understanding is that that's been produced and will be mailed. If it hasn't already been mailed, it will be mailed in the next few days or weeks.
Thank you.
If I could just what would make somebody ineligible? Could you give us a quick overview on what that would be?
I don't, so it's per ordinance. I don't know offhand, but it's a certain unit size or a commercial property.
Okay.
Private ways, too.
Correct. I believe commercial property, anything over 6 units.
So that was anything over 6 units that are considered commercial properties would need to find.
Okay, all right, thank you for that. Any other questions from the council, Lapierre?
Just had a couple questions, John. I am assuming that all this information you gave us is going to be on the DPW website with the phone numbers especially.
It's already up, and I appreciate that question. If you visit, lynnma.gov, all that information will be on under the DPW page.
Great. Could you please go through, we had Commissioner Hall here during budget debate, and he mentioned when a resident wants to either purchase an extra or has an extra, there's a proration involved. And can you walk us through that piece for residents?
Yes. So any resident that has not already, so a new customer essentially to an extra barrel after July 1 would go directly to DPW. If people previously had barrels, which they rented through Waste Management, the old company, my understanding is Waste Management, as of 2 months ago, has not been sending out new bills. We received that list and have been working to go through that, and why some residents may have received, letting them know they're ineligible, or if they are eligible, letting them know how to continue to pay for that service with the city. What we'll be doing as people call in is review if they've paid at some point in the last year, so that it wouldn't be a full calendar year. We will work to review and prorate them. The city will work to review and prorate them. And I've spoken with the CFO's office, and he's in agreement that that's how we'll do it, so that it's not an inconvenience to our residents. They don't have to go between the city and our old vendor.
So they're still charged the same annually. It's just going to be a different makeup after July 1 because for new people, it's not an issue because it's, what, $108 a barrel?
That's
108 is the cost for an extra barrel.
For an extra barrel, right.
Okay. And that proration piece from the former vendor will be worked out with the city, so they're not paying double for that extra barrel in a calendar year.
And going forward, we'll be aligning our billing on a calendar year, so July 1st. So it'll be a little bit to pull people in, but we will work with them to make sure that nobody's
And I should say
overpaying.
this is separate and apart from the trash fee, which is a whole different annual fee.
Yeah. Overall, this contract will save the city $3 million, which is why we found it in the best interest for the city and for our residents to transition to this service, which you will not see any interruption in provision. But
5-year contract?
It's a 5-year contract.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Any other questions from the councilors? I just had one more. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but when we were talking about, they said some of the drivers would have an opportunity to transfer over to their company that already were driving for Waste Management. And just thinking about institutional knowledge about some of the streets that are kind of, there's some really small streets certain trucks can't get down. There's some instances where houses get kind of forgotten because they're tucked in the back. Have we had any success with that, John? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much on Capitol's behalf, but I did have a conversation. Not only they were able to obtain the services of a supervisor with our former vendor who has really brought people up to speed on training, but a good number of drivers came over as well. So that institutional knowledge will carry over. There will be some learning curves, of course, but they felt pretty confident in the services and the knowledge that they were able to bring over and retain here in the city.
Yeah, I know when Councilor Staub was doing the Ward 2 thing, we had meetings with Waste Management because there was some small streets, particularly in the Highlands, that just weren't getting the pickup as needed and things because there's certain reasons why, but a lot of it had to do with institutional knowledge between the drivers because once they're on a route, they know that issue. It's very similar to snowplowing where when we have people with nutrition and things that leave, that's not passed. So hopefully that gets passed. And any other questions from the council at all? I think we're good, John. Thank you. And any complaints, we'll send them to the mayor's office, as you said, right?
Perfect. Please do. We understand that there is the possibility of hiccups, and we want our residents to know and your constituents to know that we'll continue to work through that to alleviate any of those pains and headaches. So thank you for the time tonight.
All right. Thank you. All right. Any other new business from the council? Councilor Ellingson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we all know that we hired a new urban forestry fellow for the city.
Oh. All right, you were already ahead of me. I was going to go right ahead. Have at it.
No, the reason why I mentioned this because I've been communicating with her, and I scheduled an appointment with her for me and her to visit Ward 3 because there's areas in my ward that really, there's even a street there that not a single tree is available. So I want to walk around with her and for her to familiarize the areas. And since I saw her, I might as well invite her so there will be a face to the name and to the title, and for the other councilors to learn as well.
Yeah, so Erica Holmes, if you want to come on up, she's our urban forestry fellow, it says, from the planning department. So I got the privilege of talking to her for about 45 minutes today, and really I'm kind of excited about it because as councilors, we've had issues where half the people want the trees cut down, the other half of the people want them to stay, and we're kind of caught in the middle. And have an expert, that can tell you that Dan Small, who's our tree warden, has done a great job trying to fill in those roles, and he still will continue to do that. But Erica's here, so if you want to just introduce yourself to us, it'd be great.
Hi, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm sad that I haven't met all of the counselors yet, but it's nice to see you here. My name's Erica Holm. I've been working on urban forestry in Boston for about 5 years, and I am an International Society of Arboriculture certified arborist. I'm here to help. The DPW has a fantastic crew that goes out and manages some of the risks that trees can pose and some of the problems they can pose, but trees also provide tremendous benefits to every neighborhood. So I hope I get the chance to walk around every ward with each one of you.
All right, great.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We look forward to working with you. All right, any other
Great minds think alike.
We were already ahead. I talked for 45 minutes today, and I told her all my thoughts. And I'm a fan of trees, and I feel like there's got to be a good way to be able to look at trees that need to come down in some instances, and trees that shouldn't come down for those instances, maybe. So having some education, even on our end, from someone that knows is going to be very helpful. So we appreciate. I'd just like to say that she's here from a grant also. So she's on a grant for a certain period of time. So we thank her again. All right, anything else from the council for new business? Councilor Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just be quick. On behalf of Councilor Chakutis and myself, co-chairs of the Litter Committee, we just concluded our 7th season, our spring season for Keep Lynn Clean Saturdays. I just want to point out that we've had a significant increase in volunteers this season, and we certainly appreciate our colleagues on the council for helping coordinate almost all of those events every Saturday. We didn't have to cancel any because of poor weather, but they've been successful. There's so many different organizations, and I'd be remiss if I started naming them because I know I would miss some. But just one particular group in particular that I do want to mention is Pastor Caceres. He's been instrumental in gathering members every week, and families have participated, entire families, where the kids would be playing on the equipment that is available to them at those playgrounds, while the parents and older siblings would help make a difference in the park. And this, like I just mentioned, is our 7th. We just concluded our 7th season. We'll be looking forward to welcoming the community development employees for the summertime work jobs to continue that cleanup through the summer. And we'll continue with our 8th season this upcoming fall. So again, on behalf of Council Vice President Chakutis and myself, thank you so much to everybody, especially Lisa Nerick from the DPW and all the DPW workers and everybody that has helped make a difference keeping our city clean.
All right, thank you. Council LaPierre.
Continuing this trend on a new business, Mr. President, I wanted to just mention briefly that construction has begun on the Pickering Middle School. The Sisson portables have been taken down as of this week. And I serve along with Councilor Meany on the Pickering School Building and Councilor Chakutis on the Pickering School Building Committee. And I think what I'll do is work with that committee through the mayor's office to provide this council with a building update on Pickering in the fall, so that everyone can see the magnitude of this construction, the magnitude of the cost associated with it. But we're very proud to have broken ground, at least not officially, but with the removal of the portables now that school is out, and what we hope to be a shining star and state-of-the-art middle school in a couple of years when that is built into its completion. So really proud of this week, and it's been a long time coming. And I just want to give councilors a report of what's happening right now at the Magnolia site.
All right,
thank you.
Thank you for that. It's a good idea. Anything else from the council? Councilor Field.
One last thing. I know Councilor Hogan's away with family. But just on behalf of Lynn City Council, congratulations to our 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics.
There you go. All right. I think Councilor Net has something.
Mr. President, I would like to make a motion to adjourn. Sir.
Motion to adjourn, second, all in favor? Aye.
MVP of the NBA Finals.
Yep.
Do you agree with that? Are you okay with that, or would you have picked somebody else?
I'm okay with that. I think Jaylen Brown was the best player. As I sit here, and as we sat here a couple weeks ago, and we did a show, Jason Tatum, to me, was below average. In terms of scoring, playing consistent defense at times when the Celtics are playing man-on-man defense, when they're playing zone defense, he himself wasn't what he should have been.
So even though he had that great game in Game 5, it was more about a consistent defensive, offensive, and leadership effort overall for Jaylen Brown.
Yes, and I think Jaylen Brown, from 2 years ago to now, when we last were in the finals, I think Jaylen Brown has grown. I think Jaylen Brown is the outright leader of this team. I think Jason Tatum still has some growth that he needs to instill in his game. That he can score, but can he be consistent on a nightly basis? And when we went to the NBC Sports Studios and we talked to Trenny Casey, which is a high, opinionated broadcaster herself, she agreed with my take that he needed to up his game, and I think he did show up in Game 5. I'll give him that. He scored, 30?
He did show up with a lot more points, yeah. I believe it was 35.
35?
It was 35, 9, and 11.
The question that I have is, where was that on a consistent basis on nights in the playoffs?
I think I also would have given the MVP to Jaylen Brown, and I think it does a lot of good for the team dynamic overall. I think it'll help him with his marketing opportunities, which he has said has been an issue for him in Boston.
Yep.
And I think all of that combined with an additional drive on Jason Tatum's part from not winning the MVP makes it more likely that the team can win again.
Yep.
And I think I think if you said over under 2.5 championships for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown together on the Celtics, I would say over. I think they're winning 3.
I think
they're going to win 3 in over 5 years.
You know what? I would keep this team together, and I'd give it a run next year. And I think the expectation is to go out there, and you don't have to win a championship every year, but the expectation is to go out there and win 2 out of 3.
Is Derek White more essential than Drew Holiday, or is Drew Holiday more essential than Derek White?
Let me answer the question this way. And the question is, the answer is this, and nobody says anything except for you and me that say this. Derek White is essential. Drew Holiday is essential. But I think Derek White, I think both of the players, and it's a group effort that the whole group is essential for.
But you got to pick one. Derek White or Drew Holiday. You got to pick one.
I think I would pick Drew Holiday. But
why is that?
Drew Holiday. And I would say Derek White too.
No, you got to pick one. Why would you pick Drew Holiday over Derek White? You think that you can't win a championship with only one of them? So you need them both?
Let me change that, because I didn't mean to say Drew Holiday.
Okay.
What I meant to say was Derek White is more essential to this team's success.
Derek White is more
because he goes diving on the floor. He knocks his teeth out. He does the essential things that a team needs to win a championship.
And he makes shots.
And
he's like if Marcus Smart could shoot and be quiet.
There was nights that he didn't shoot well, that he was still able to make big shots.
I mean, he averaged over a block a game for all the playoffs. I mean,
Yes.
as a guard, I've never seen anything like it.
Even on nights that he wasn't shooting well, and I covered a lot of these games for ABC when they were on. And even on nights where he didn't make shots, he was able to make a big shot. Let's go back a series. The game against Indiana, the closeout game, his shooting numbers in the shootout game, and I don't know what they were, but I think he was having he struggled, but he was able to make a big shot in overtime and able to propel the Celtics to a win that, by the way, this team 2 years ago would have lost the game.
Mm-hmm. Even last year. I mean, look at the difference, if you want to talk about differences between years. Look at the difference between Jaylen Brown. I know you said 2 years ago, but even last year, I mean, when Jason Tatum went out in Game 7 against the Heat at home, Jaylen Brown did not successfully step up all the way. And I feel like since that moment to now, he's completely transformed even in a year.
Yes, I agree with that. And, pardon my take, I didn't mean to say Drew Holiday was the best.
No, it's okay.
I don't believe that Drew Holiday is the changer. I think Derek White is the piece that the Celtics need. And I think as well, they need to re-sign him, as well as give Tatum, which I've heard that they're doing this. They're currently making Derek White an offer to stay here, and they're making an effort to lock up Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm. I believe they're going to get them both. Do you think Kristaps Porzingis was essential to the championship?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. Because
so would you resign him?
He's got a year left on his deal. I would trade him and get something for him. And then think about this, Nate, because nobody's mentioning this. But we have an NBA draft coming up in about a couple days. And I think it's essential that the Celtics draft a big man who who, by the way, can be more consistent and make the team better, as well as be consistent. Because I think if you're relying on Christoph Porzingis, we saw what he is, and he can't consistently stay on the court when it matters.
Yeah, I mean, it is historically documented. His injury history is undeniable. I think that he is a great piece to have.
Yes.
And I think if you manage him a little bit differently going forward, you could make sure he's there for the playoffs instead of using him during the regular season.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would think. But I respect your opinion.
Yep.
It's definitely a valid one.
Because I just look at him and, he wasn't there for half the championship run. He was there.
Yeah.
He was there for less than half.
Yeah.
That's why I have that take. But should we get into the Red Sox, who are playing good baseball?
I don't believe it. Hold on. You said the Red Sox are good?
Yeah.
I might have to consult the phone here. Let me see what the record is. 43-36.
Yes.
Third in the AL East.
Yes.
8-2 over the last 10.
Yes.
And they're in the playoffs.
Yes.
They are the third wild card team at the moment.
Yes, they
and they're
are.
only a half game out of the second wild card slot.
Yes, they are.
They're in it.
And
what are they going to do with the deadline?
Let me give you a general synopsis of where I stand on this team.
Okay.
I did not think that the Boston Red Sox, with this roster the way it's currently constructed, and I'm not talking about the pitches, I'm talking about the lineup 1 through 9. I think this is a below average lineup. And Alex Cora has found a way to get an average lineup to go out and win games on a consistent basis recently. My only question is this: is this sustainable? Because if it is, then you don't subtract to the team. If they think this is sustainable, and I don't care about the analytics and all the nerds upstairs who telegraphed this organization. I don't care about you go by what the eyeball test tells you. And what Alex Cora is doing with this lineup is, right now to me, they're overachieving, but they are capable of winning. And I talked about this. You have an obligation